Ocarina of Time has a lot of collectibles. Let us start in the Deku Tree. You come here as a child and you don't have a lot of items, so the options here are limited. However, you can still skip almost the entire dungeon by simply abusing the game's physics. You could, for example, use the Deku Baba to do a mega side hop. This pushes you against the wall and gets you stuck on the ceiling for a short amount of time. Just enough so you can literally float onto the other side. But what if it doesn't work? Well, there's a conveniently placed golden sculpture on the vines which you can use to clip through the wall and swim your way to the end. Let's go to Jabu Jabu, where Rito is almost useless. The entire temple is supposed to evolve around Ruto, but with a precise roll or a trick called Ocarina items, we can almost completely ignore her. We only need her to get the boomerang. Even the mini-boss isn't needed, as we can just use a bomb chew or a bomb to get ourselves to the other side by using a mega flip. A trick at which we roll into a bomb at the right timing and use glitched roll frames to gain a lot of backwards momentum. So now we skip the platform and the mini-boss. But this switch requires Ruto, and we can't use a box as the game intended. Oh well, we could just jump on a specific spot so we have just enough speed to open the last door in a single frame, or we use a trick called Ocarina items. A trick that confuses the game on what to do as we trigger a cutscene while backflipping and putting away a bottle, which makes the game fall back to using the ocarina and delays the switch timer.
Now we're an adult and Sheik sends us to the Forest Temple. And there are a few Poes waiting for us that want us to solve their puzzles so we can finally use the elevator to get to Phantom Ganon. But I don't want to solve puzzles, I want to use it now. So let's use a fish. By releasing and catching a fish at the right time, we can overwrite the cutscene timer and move before the Poes start lowering the elevator. This way, we can easily use it and have it go all the way down and up before even solving the Poes puzzles. But if you're speedrunning the game, chances are that you're stuck on this song a time block, which is a little unfortunate. But luckily, there is a trick called ledge clipping. If Link grabs a ledge and we target on the very first frame of this animation, it will glitch out and invert. So instead of hanging off the ledge, we're now in the ledge and can easily open the door. And here is the next problem waiting for us. How do we get up there to that door? Well, if you're lucky, you already collected either the iron boots or the hover boots. If you have hover boots because you entered the Shadow Temple early, for example, then you can get close to the ledge, pull a bomb and put on hover boots as Link tries to jump off of the ledge as he gets damaged from the explosion. This will make you float to the other side and you can grab the ledge. However, iron boots help as well. You can put them on as you're floating in the water. If you do that just at the same time as Link tries to grab the vines, Link will keep the water velocity on ground, which can make him almost go flying. Now you need a trick called ground jump. You place down a bomb, draw your sword, grab the bomb and interrupt this by shielding and hitting the target button. The game will now be confused what to do once the bomb explodes and makes you hop forward once you try to backflip or side hop. You can combine these two to float forward with your iron boots, however, this won't give you enough height. You still have to boost yourself with a bomb chew to get onto the platform.
Got tired of the water temple? Can't see any more water and don't know where to float next? Tired of not finding the boss key? Worry not! Craft your own boss key with just ice arrows, a bottle and a fish! The only thing you have to do is lower the water to the minimum, find the water spot, drop the fish, jump into the water, draw your sword while falling into the water and catch the fish. Not only does this override your sword, you also get the boss key. Isn't that great? But that's not all. Release the fish from your B button and you get the map for free. Call now for only 700 rupees. Make sure not to miss this crazy offer. Okay, back to normal. The Shadow Temple can have its very own problems. For example, you have to push a block to proceed. Well, if you don't want to do that, you could just position yourself between the fence and the wall and have the fence push you to the other side. After the boat ride, you will have to collect the boss key. But what do you do if you have no fire arrows and no Din's fire to burn the planks? Well, the solution is not too hard. There's a redad on the other side. Slashing the board at the right wakes him up and makes him scream at you. which freezes you in place and clips you through the board. Now you just grab the boss key and wait for the boards to collide. This will make the game assume that you got crushed and resets the room entirely.
Now you only need to get to the other side. You could either use a bomb chew and have it run along the wall up to the place with the bomb flowers and make them explode, or you could super slide to the other side by placing 2 bombs next to each other and grabbing one of them as the other explodes while holding up your shield. Once you're sliding, use your hover boots to get over the gap. If you have no bombs, you can use the broken statue to have a chew run along it and explode, so you can use the glitched frames of your roll to get another mega side top and switch to hover boots to make it over the gap. Now we're in Spirit, or in front of Spirit Temple. Gladly, we can make our way to Mirror Shield rather quickly. First, we need to get a glitch called Infinite Sword Glitch. This lets us stand in the air if we shield damage. You can get it by crouch stabbing an object and interrupting that crouch stab at the very end. Now we can use the combination of hover boots and bomb chews to get height, as bomb chews explode once they have nothing to stick on. We do this until we're high enough to hop on the temple itself, and then use the hookshot to walk our way up until we can hookshot the silver gauntlet chest. From here on, it's a simple super slide, just like we did it in Shadow Temple, and we're over on the other side at the Mirror Shield chest. No child section needed, and we're able to skip half of the temple. You know what's even better than skipping half of a temple? Doing the having to look if there is a new video skip by hitting the subscribe button. Or you could just click the video to learn something about the Super Mario Sunshine beta.